current situation that we're looking at is a continuation of what we looked at yesterday. Sorry that I got in very late. I was dealing with some Abuja clients, and there's so much in a hurry and there's no way I can put them on. So kò tó fà nìyẹn. Àwọn tí mò ń rí látà. Connection available, thank you. Oh my God, Gamanio, this is a serious one now with this Nigerian network issue. What is going on? Network issue. What is going on? We're looking closely at where we stopped yesterday, and it's nice to have you guys on board out there. My name has not changed. Good afternoon. If you're just joining us, my name is Lawyer Tokunbo Olagbaye Eyemeji Okinjasha. You will remember that we looked closely at some things yesterday when we discussed about the people that want to travel, the reason why they refuse them. We haven't stopped. I will have connected you guys to the one that I've been doing, but those ones are Abuja and they're so much in a hurry. So kò jẹ́ kí a ní opportunity láti control ká keep our storyline pẹ̀lú yín. But I want to welcome you back straight away on board, all of you. The love I have for you can never be taken away. And the one you have for me, I am very sure that it can never be taken away. The client that came in earlier on disclosed herself. I'm sure she's one of those girls in the big seat near Abuja and in the Epo. She's one of those big women in the Epo. But you know me, I don't give clients face when it comes to showing off or showing when they are big, how big they are. I don't give them that face. You understand? I don't run after people because of what they want to offer me. I do my work with everybody. All clients has to be treated equally. You know, they're always with you. I mean, sir, thank you, my dear. All clients have to be treated equally. That is the bottom line. And in that real sense, there is no way I can put it on head at my show of people. Yeah, some clients are coming from Abuja, or they are in Ilepo, or they are politician wives, or they are making billions. You understand? I don't want that to get into the head. The crucial thing is that what are we doing? So I'm looking at you, madam, today. Can you tell me why we are here? So don't give me your name because we are in public. So, So you want to make application to come to United Kingdom. I'm going to be speaking English. You can say Yoruba, don't worry. And if you like, you speak English. And people can just carry it on from there and join us. So, madam, you want to travel to United Kingdom. Have you traveled before? So you're a first timer. Listen to us and follow us on very well. This is the only way to enjoy it. So she hasn't traveled before. This is her first time of traveling. Good afternoon. Oni Hyde. Good afternoon, Chris. Omobolanle, Tobi Adewumi, Oli Babe, Akinbosoye Modupe, Omowumi Oluwole. Good afternoon, guys. I just want to welcome you on board with great humility. I appreciate all of you. MC Carbo, you know, I appreciate all of you. Yesterday, I don't know what happened. I don't know when I went on. Maybe I was tired, so I just go off. But I like you guys the way we have the topic yesterday and we carry it on. You know, we start from somewhere, and at the end of the day, it always leads us somewhere. It always leads us somewhere, you know, but I'm coming. Now, madam, you want to travel into United Kingdom. You haven't traveled before, okay? What are you doing? Let's look at your community ties. That's what you check first, community tie. So you're a businesswoman. How long have you been in business for?
23 years.
23 years business. Is it registered? Did you hear that? The madam is in the business for 23 years, but it has not been registered with the government, with the authority. So, Omar Lidie, Omar Bobo. Oh yeah, carry on, madam. So you've been in business for 23 years. What are you selling? What type of business?
Wholesale and retail of drinks, soft drinks and beer.
Wholesales, yeah?
And retail.
Yes. Soft drinks.
Yes, and beer.
And
beer.
Soft drinks and beers. That's what you are selling. Now, don't you know that this kind of business supposed to be registered? Ẹ̀yin lẹ́yìn affect the economy in Nigeria. Àti gbàgbé àwọn those ones that are eating money, they have problem already. But this is where the money is supposed to be coming from again. It doesn't matter. Every penny counts in England. You're not generating income into the pocket of the government. Yes, this company. But this company is supposed to be registered, and you have your registration documents. Yeah. And the money that you are getting from this company is supposed to go into a business bank account. Yeah. And that is not happening here. Yeah. So now, between you and I, how old are you, madam? What do you mean? Is this your real name? Seriously? This madam make me laugh, Sha.
It's true.
No, I'm not saying you are lying. Why should I say that? No, I'm not saying that. So your trade, madam is trading. She wants to travel to United Kingdom. She has not traveled before. This is how the electric clients operate, and this is the same way I'm operating. I want you to enjoy it and have the full flavor. Because I'm going to say a lot of things today about pioneering. I'm still coming on issues of other things Mo fẹ́ mention, but let's quickly go into this one. She wants to travel to United Kingdom. She has not traveled before. She's got a business that she's trading in, and the business is not registered. So that's one headache. One headache. Have you traveled overseas to other country before? She has not traveled to any other part of the world before. So that's another headache. That is another headache. She has to show evidence of traveling into other countries. She's got to show some experience of seeing what is happening in another world. So it's going to be difficult. You understand? It's going to be difficult. Because if she cannot show all these things, then it's going to be a greater problem. So, madam, now if you want to go overseas and you want to travel, these are the things you have to put in place. Yeah. Yeah. Evidence of your income. Yeah. And that's a bank statement. Yeah. Your trading certificate. Yeah. Your return date.
Like land use check.
Yes. So you need that. You need invitation letter out of the abroad. Passport to show status. Show anyway. Show anyway. Then bank statement here. Okay.
Take a look at that.
The pay slips there. Not now. The pay slips there. Because only to get in instead of get some already, then can carry on from there. You understand? The bank statements are pay slips, yeah. Photographs of two of you together if you have had any before. Yeah. And proof of address is here. You tell my DC UK, yeah. And your receipt stroke invoices. Official business. Ladies and gentlemen, what we are doing here at the moment is that we're looking closely into documentation with regards to those who are coming into the United Kingdom. She hasn't traveled before, and she has not traveled to any part of the world before. So basically, she will be traveling to the United Kingdom for the first time, and that's going to be a bit of headache in between.
I think she's welcome.
Take her call. Yeah. You know, so she has not traveled before. So basically, it's going to be a bit difficult because the entry clearance will not accept the issue of somebody traveling for the first time and not traveled before. So it's a serious matter. So she needs to have evidence of being abroad before. Welcome aboard, Ganiat Ajikawo Ajayi Akeke Ola Arochishi Alawa Oye J. Martins. You're welcome, Princess Almost Kokoro. Thank you. Welcome aboard. She wants to speak to me. I'm just looking at the documentation at the moment, and what I'm saying to your sister is that she needs to register her business. Your sister has not registered her company at all. I want to the government to loan Nigeria and to pay yes, you have. Yes. Shalafiani. Yes. No. Mo online, but I'm not showing her. So the issue here is confess ara wọn gbọ́, good girl. Bẹ́ẹ̀ni. Okay. Wọ́n ti sọ bẹ́ẹ̀ fún mi. Okay. Okay. No, I see speaker. Yes, that's fine. Please like and share our program. Please like and share. We're talking about the visas to the United Kingdom. That's the continuation of what is happening. A lot of people have not been able to see it, so that's what we're talking about, the visas into the United Kingdom for those who want to travel into UK. So we're looking at refusal, continuation on refusal. So carry on. Yeah, carry on. Carry on. I'm here with you. Carry on. Very good. So you have British passport. Because I'm on a public thing now, that one I won't be able to take it on now. So that's information, you have to be very careful. Talk to your sister. Whatever I say to your sister, she will tell you. Or you send me a message later on. Okay. Mr. Asozira Usheni, dear Tokumbo, is there any way for a British citizen to correct date of birth? You cannot correct your date of birth if you're a UK citizen. There is no way you can correct your date of birth if you're a UK citizen. Please like and share this program. I want people to like and share the program. You are a blessed, and how you helping people, God continue to bless you. Thank you, Lufthansa Capepo. God bless you, my dear. God bless you. So that's the situation. There is no way you can change your date of birth. Ladies and gentlemen, can you connect us with others that haven't seen us? Please like and share our program. The whole idea is that you should like and share this program so that we carry on doing what we are doing to help the community at large and do it with happiness and peaceful mind. Before I go into the continuation of the UK visa issue, ladies and gentlemen, I want to exonerate myself from the issue of talking about the pastors and going against the issue of pastor. I don't want to be part of that job because I have a lot of work at hand to do. So, and I realized that lately, that is where Satan wants to attack. That area is the area that Satan wants to attack. Christianity, even Satan fair attack. I want pastors, those pastors, let God judge them himself. Let God be the judge and deal with them. Understand? Let God deal with them by himself. Don't let us leave our day job and be wasting our time on this issue of pastor or no pastor issue, because it's going to be affecting our Christianity and our mindset. At the end of the day, you don't have to go to their churches if you believe that some of them are not upright and they are not straightforward. Oh, need that lot teriba sabe won. That's the bottom line. You don't have to go and teriba sabe anybody tí ó bá wà upright. The bottom line is that ẹ jẹ́ kí Ọlọ́run ṣe ìdájọ́. Let God be the jury, the judge, and the executor. Don't be the jury, the judge, and the executor for this pastor's so-called problem to Anita, because the saga is increasing and it's not going to stop. The saga between the pastors and between pastors and the church members is not going to stop, because that is where Satan is at the moment. Satan is currently sitting in that area and is enjoying himself. If you look closely and carefully, the Muslims are not fighting in that way. So what is wrong with you Christians? that you are attacking each other, and you cannot use common sense. If anyone is using another god to come and preach sermons to us in church, let God judge him or her. It is not for you and I, because I am wasting my time to be thinking about all of them, and I don't have time to be wasting on any pastor or content. That is the bottom line. You need time láti máa waste lórí wọn. Èyí tó bá wù kó lọ parọ́ fọ́lọ́, èyí tó bá wù kó máa ṣòótọ́. Ìgbà tí ìdájọ́ bá dé lórí wọn, you and I will not be able to bear the thing. A kàn máa jẹ́ witness ká fojú rí ni. You understand? We will only be a witness and raise and see it, but we will not going to be able to help them or assist them when God wants to make his judgment. So the bottom line is that let God be the judge, the jury, and the executor. Exonerate me from it. I am not going to talk about the issue of pastor, the tithe, and any other things in church, about church matters, because I don't want to be dragged along. I don't want anything that will affect my job. And that is why, because today now I receive opinion. People don't know that when I get opinion, I usually take it on board. And as such, even with all those the caucus on online, I don't belong to any group of any caucus or anybody's group, because I am a lawyer and I have to focus on my job, because I am answering many people. So it is so impossible for me to be one-sided. I cannot even, if I'm a politician, then it's a different matter. But I'm not a politician, I am a lawyer. So which means that I have not been given that beautiful leeway. You understand? I have not been given that beautiful leeway to be one-sided. So the issue of pastors and owó igba and owó tí wọ́n kó jẹ, ẹ jẹ́ kí Ọlọ́run lọ ṣe ìdájọ́. Let us stop wasting our money, our time, our cost, our everything, our internet, our Wi-Fi on this matter of pé wọ́n kówó jẹ ní church àbí wọ́n sanwó gbà wọ́n kó wọlé. Problem tí wọ́n nìyẹn. Ó ní tó bá yóò bá rí ẹ, ọba òkè ń wò ẹ, ọba ọ̀run ń wò ẹ. So you know me, when I start my topic, I always deviate, and that's what makes it juicy. You like, you watch it, you don't like, you come back and come and use it and download it, and then you enjoy yourself, you know. The point is that we should stop wasting our time on this thing. Torí ibi tí èṣù attack nìyẹn, nǹkan tí èṣù fẹ́ kí Sátánì fẹ́ kó ṣẹlẹ̀ gan nìyẹn. He doesn't want peace. And when you spend all your time attacking, when do you have time for yourself gan? Tèmi nìyẹn o. Tèmi nìyẹn. Thank you, Yinka. Tèmi nìyẹn. And that's my opinion, and I stand corrected. I don't want to get involved. I don't want to be part of any political pressure group online. I don't want to be part of any church kankan tó ní ẹ̀dẹ̀ kankan téèyàn kan attack. I don't want to be part of anybody kankan tí wọ́n attack àbí tó ń gbowó, tó sọ pé wọ́n gbowó gbá àbí wọ́n ṣe kinní kan. You see, I don't want to spend my time on them. I want to believe that Jesus Christ have died for me on the Holy Calvary. And as such, I don't want to lose focus. I want to focus on Christ. I want to watch him carefully and follow him on. You understand? Because they about spend the time. When you keep spending time on this kind of nonsense talk, you are going to lose focus. You understand? You are going to lose focus. Nobody taught me to come out and say it. My senses is not gone. My senses are there, and it's accordingly it's guiding me. I know what is right, I know what is not right. I will not have time to participate in that issue any longer. Even if I have participated in the past, categorically I am now saying that I am not going to be part of it. I am not going to be part of it. The reason why I am not going to be part of it is that it's a waste of time. Ẹ jẹ́ kó ní kálukú máa ṣe nǹkan tó bá ń ṣe lọ, kí Ọlọ́run kó dẹ̀ máa jẹ́ olùdájọ́. Let God judge, decide, and execute the judgment. If you and I are wasting time on them, àwa ò ní ṣe. Wọ́n tó máa gba ẹlẹ́ẹ̀kínní, ìwọ náà lọ kó gbá wọlé. You understand? Tó bá gba ẹlẹ́ẹ̀kínní, then lọ kó gbá ẹ wọlé. And if you don't want them to buy, then you know what to do. You understand? Go and like and share my program. That's the bottom line. Go and like and share my program. Because what I can see at the moment ni pé Satan ń wà ó ń dọdẹ lọ́wọ́ at the moment. Ó dẹ̀ ń ṣeré gélé yẹn gidi ni. And the way Satan is playing the game, he's really playing it heavily. And if care is not taken, kó má lọ ti ara Olúwa kọsẹ̀. Kó má lọ ti ara Olúwa kọsẹ̀. You understand? Kéèyàn má lọ ti ara wọn kọsẹ̀. Àwọn pastors wọ̀nyẹn fi wọ́n sílẹ̀. Nígbà tí wọ́n bá wà fed up, wọ́n á káwọ́ wọn sókè pa àwọn ò ṣe mọ́. Ṣé tí mẹ́bàá mi sọ̀rọ̀ kan mẹ́rin? No, mo ti bá sọ̀rọ̀.
So kí ni ilé number 2 yìí ni get the
evidence of income.
Okay.
Bank statement. Do you understand? So what I'm saying is that so what you're welcome, ma. So what I'm saying is that there is no way anyone can carry on in that manner. Eyan mama waste time ni. Eyan mama, yes ma. Ejo kan next person wole ma. Eyan mama waste time. You continue to waste time and be attacking nonsense. Still need time. You see, I don't waste my energy on things that's not worth wasting time on. I don't waste my time. I don't give my energy on things still by necessary that to waste time on. My adura and my prayer is that Ọlọ́run fúnra rẹ̀ á sọ̀kalẹ̀, I intervene. You understand? God himself will intervene, and that's the only way to move forward. Because lately I have realized that it's a waste of time. Do you understand? It's a waste of time. Láti máa jókòó, láti máa waste time, láti máa sọ pé èèyàn dá sí kinní kan. Ṣé ti san concentration yìí? No, do it when you finish and let me know. You want to see me before you are doing this. Ẹ̀yin Thomas Leopard ní kí náà kó pọ̀ yìí. Yes, ma'am.
I was not given instructions to do it. I was just given
Take. That's the one there. So the issue is that it's so embarrassing. Yes, Zenith. It is very embarrassing to believe that you want to get involved in those things. One will just realize, you can't waste time really. Do you understand? You'll be wasting your precious time to do important things. So because of that, it is true that we treated a topic last time on tithe. We treat it and we looked at it and we talked about it. But ever since then, the Spirit have convinced me not to get myself dirty, not to get my hands stained, not to get my hands into it. So I'm not going to participate. I am going to exonerate myself. I'm going to ask you guys to excuse me from the topic. I am not going to involve myself. But if you think that any of those pastors have taken money from you carelessly, bring them on board. Bring evidence, their name and the time they took the money and what they said to you to destroy your life and not telling you the truth. We will put them on social media at the Mamubalene. Do you understand? If there is any of them that have given you false prophecy, false information, collected money unnecessarily from you, bring it out with evidence. Inbox us with your picture and with evidence. We will put it out to the gallery. We will put it out to the Gbangba. Why not, sir? Yes. You understand? Why not, sir? So that is the issue. We should focus ourselves on things that are productive, and stop spending time on something that is not productive, that is not bringing money. You understand? In the US, Texas, I'm available. I'm a UK citizen. I can travel any part of the world, anywhere in the world, as a United Kingdom citizen. That's fine, sir. That's fine, Otumba. That is fine. That is fine, sir. That is fine. So the issue is that we should be careful. We should be careful. Olori Bijoke, I want to thank you, my dear. We should be careful because it appears that we are spending unnecessary time on things of that nature, so they're necessary. And not only that, anytime man comments, those of you that are comments on people's wall, on those pastors and everything, go be careful. You are passing dead information. You are passing information that is none of your business. You are and give out information from Taye and there's some coming from Kende. I am begging you in the name of God, please, ẹ careful with what we say and how we said it. We must be careful. There are some information that we are passing through two people, they were unfounded. They are not true. They are lies. They are freaking lies, and they are not supposed to be found within somebody who is in on social media on an adult, like I would like to say. It's not fair. You see, most of àwọn ìjà míì tó ń ṣẹlẹ̀ lórí line, ẹ̀yin tẹ́ àwọn tó ń comment ló ń kọ̀ sí ẹ̀. Ẹ máa sọ wípé ẹni bí eléyìí sọ báyìí, you go in and go and privately inbox that person to provoke the anger, láti mú inú bí ẹni yẹn, bóyá ẹni yẹn dẹ̀ ní bad temper tẹ́lẹ̀, ẹ wá jẹ́ kí Sátánì ràn lọ́wọ́, you assist that person more to talk carelessly, to be rude, because you have provoked the anger, and that is not what God wants from us. It is the work of Satan. You understand? So you people that are going into people's inboxes and putting comments there and passing on information from one platform to another, ẹ jọ̀ọ́ nítorí Ọlọ́run, ẹ kí ọwọ́ ọmọ yín báṣọ. Keep your children's hand, tuck it in, because ẹ̀yin gangan lẹ ń pass information. You are the one passing information. Ìgbà tí kòkó ń ṣeṣu ẹnìkan ò gbọ́, odó wa ń gúnyán aró wa ń ta, bóyá òwe yẹn ò bá mú o, but when two of them are in their secret corner, tí wọ́n close, ọ̀rọ̀ tán sọ ní corridor, you were not there. So how come now lẹ́wà di wípé ẹ̀ ń gbé sí gbangba, ẹ wá bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí fẹ́ máa dá sí àárín wọn? Please like and share this program. It's very important to me because it's keep well. This is a warning one. Fẹ́ káwọn èèyàn gba warning lórí kìíní ni. I want people to know this is warning. You understand? I want you to know that you have to take it on board. You are getting a warning from my end here. Please stay away from passing information from one person to another. And that information you are passing, you are provoking anger. You are not helping the situation on ground. For example, another one, if you are not too sure, another information then passing is another one that people will not be sure. You are passing information between the two big musicians that are managed to interview on grassroots here. The information you were sending around between these two big musicians is nothing to do with you. They were unfolded, they were not true. Leave them alone, let them solve themselves out. They have eaten in the same basket before. They have eaten in the same calabash before. Tí àní wọ́n bá dàrú for one strange reason, na them sabi. That's their problem. It shouldn't be your problem. Because nígbà táwọn méjèèjì wà nínú ibi tó ti ń jẹun tí wọ́n ti ń pàdé ara wọn mọ́ láàrin àwọn pastors wọ̀nyẹn, when both of them tán wà ní ẹgbẹ́ ìmùlẹ̀ wọn, tàbí tí wọ́n lọ sórí odó, tàbí tí wọ́n lọ sí ìdí ògún, tàbí tí wọ́n lọ sórí òkè lọ gbàdúrà, tàbí tí wọ́n lọ sí church lọ gbààwẹ̀, sí níbẹ̀, tàbí nígbà tó jọ ń gé obì jẹ, you were not there. And common sense is not common until it is practiced. And those who are giving information are the one that is causing the problem. You see? Àwọn tó ń comment yẹn, àwọn ló ń cause wàhálà yẹn, because the more you comment on things, the more you pass unnecessary information tí ó dẹ̀ kàn yín ni, information tí ó kàn yín rárá, òun lẹ̀ ń pass around. And it's so unfair. Because the moment ẹ bá ti pass information, ó ń provoke anger ni. So can we just please correct things and stay tuned? Please, let's put things in order. Let's stop passing information that is not worth passing. You understand? Please. And they can stop that my pass information. It's called social media. And when it's called social media, then we should enjoy our Can I see the evidence of your transfer into my account? We've got to tell the truth because we cannot continue to leave it the way it is. Otherwise, it's not about age. It's not about age, it's about wisdom. And then tell them about the wisdom, and tell them about that's the point. And tell them about right.
Okay, my name is Samson Bakari.
Okay.
I was given your contact from my friend in UK.
Okay.
My girlfriend, she lives in UK, but she's in a divorce proceedings. So I'm here to ask how. I want to go over. So I'm here to ask how is it possible.
What passport is she carrying?
German passport.
She needs to dissolve that and marry to you before she can bring you into the UK. If someone has a European passport and the person wants to travel, want to bring his or her partner from Nigeria.
Not partner. We're like boyfriend.
No, that's what I'm saying. It's more or less like that. You need to get married first. Unless if it's just ordinary invitation for a visit. Yeah. Yes, you can get the visit at any time. As long as she's working. Is she working? Yeah, if she's working, that's fine. And it's a visit. But what about you? Are you working?
Yeah, I'm working.
And what are you doing in Nigeria?
I own my own company, some resources. I'm into crypto, trading, cryptocurrency, and training.
So you see, is your company registered?
Yeah, it's been registered since 2000.
And you paying all the taxes to First? Taxes. First is FIRST of federal, what is it called, Inland Revenue?
Yeah, yes, but I've not done it I've not done that this year.
For this year? Yeah. This year is due already, so you need to go and do your tax. Okay. Tax due already for this year. So you need your last 3 years. You need the last 3 years account to put in place. We're looking at the issues of people bringing family member or friends into the United Kingdom on a visit visa. Now, yesterday we spoke about so many various things. Now, the one we are talking about here is that this person is still in a divorce suit. He has not come out of divorce. She has not come out of divorce suit. That's not a problem. The point we have to look into is that she is a German citizen and she lives in the United Kingdom. So basically, she's exercising treaty rights in the UK. And if she's exercising treaty rights in the United Kingdom, it basically means that she has to show evidence that she's exercising her treaty rights in the United Kingdom. Please like and share program for us. Like and share, please. She has to show evidence that she's working in the United Kingdom, and that's the only way she can get her friend to come and visit her. Now, the friend that is coming to visit her, have you worked before? Have you traveled to UK before?
No.
Have you traveled outside UK before?
I've traveled to Dubai and Ghana.
So you have travel history to Dubai alone, yeah? Dubai and Ghana, yeah? So there's a travel history to Dubai and Ghana in this respect. There's a travel history to Dubai and Ghana, but it's a first timer that is traveling overseas for the first time. And if that is the case here, there are some procedures that have to follow. And if you cannot follow that procedure, application will be refused. Now, the first thing we'll be looking at is whether he has a strong community ties. So are you working?
Yes.
Working, yes. So you need your So we need evidence, because the only way to come out of it here is evidence. If you don't have evidence, I'm coming to that again. Let me finish with this guy. I'm coming. So you need that. You need your tax payment here. The last 3 years.
Last 2 years, including this year?
Yes.
No.
Because April is gone already.
No, because I did that of last year. Like I said, I've not done that of this year. So I did last 3 years, excluding this year.
So when was the last one you did it? 3 years?
I think I have it on my phone, so I'll give you exactly. I'll show you what I'm trying to say.
The invitation letter from the person, definitely, without doubt. And without invitation letter, it's going to be very difficult. A lot of people receive refusal because they fail to follow the system, the principle behind it, or the rationale behind the.
So I should do 2008.
If it's due to be done, yes.
If
it's due by law.
This one.
In England, it's due.
Yeah, this one is due because this is 2017. Now we're 2018.
Yes.
So I have to do that of this year,
yes.
Last year, and 2016.
Okay.
Right?
Yeah. So you need a copy of that.
Then this is tax. Then this is like a self-tax, right? Then my own
Yeah.
company tax.
Yeah.
Okay. Then this is my CAC.
Aha, good. So you are well prepared. The madam I saw there, she's not prepared at all. She's been training for 23 years, but she doesn't have any evidence to corroborate her claim at all. The other woman I saw, not the oil tycoon. The first lady, she's an oil businesswoman. So of course she's got everything ready in her own case, but it's just that she.
It's not documented.
No, it's documented, but
What I mean, she doesn't have CAC.
no, she's got everything. That's not what she's been traveling, but I think she stepped on them.
Okay.
So it basically means that when they fill some of the form where they're supposed to say yes, they said no, and that affects the relationship. Yes, and since then they've already put her in their mouth and they failed to take her out, and that's the system. You know, so if comparison, you, and this is also you. You know, you. So you need to. This is copy of her passport, her payslip, her bank statement, invitation letter from her. You know, documents. You know. Tax payment, payment.
What about tithes?
About
Tithes.
tithes, that's your job. You have job.
Only.
You have the company registration already, so that's your tithes.
What about like
Are you
children?
married?
Was married, I'm divorced.
So you have
I
children.
have 2 kids.
Yeah, put the children birth certificate there.
Okay, what about my divorce status?
Yeah, you can mention it, but you mention it
I should just
because
know.
you and this lady can be turned out to become. I always warn in advance. Always mention the necessary things that needed mentioning, so that when that area of Modiwa become bang bang, then you stand gallantly and said, "Did I lie to you? I told you I was divorced."
No, she's away. She's away.
She's
Away.
no. This I'm talking to the ECO.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm talking about the.
Okay, if I'm
yeah,
doing my document,
Yeah.
what if I'm asked to present
2%.
my divorce certificate?
Yeah, then you give it to them.
Okay.
You were previously married, so yeah.
It's not really a certificate. It's just
Doesn't
like
matter.
a
Mention yes.
court's-
I mentioned yes.
Okay.
I love people to be truthful and
Yes.
and honest, because when you are making an application, most times what causes problem over here, majority of the time is that.
Like I said, thank God I mentioned it. Like I said, I don't have the certificate. I only have court judgments that the marriage has been annulled.
Yeah, put it there.
So, yeah.
Put it there.
Okay.
Annulled, void, divorce. Either of the three. Put it there.
Okay.
Yes. Because if you don't disclose it, and the lady inviting you now, later on change her mind and wants relationship, application is going to go to the Secretary of State in the United Kingdom.
Okay.
You don't have to do it from Nigeria because she's carrying German passport.
Yeah.
So she can turn all the table round immediately. And if she does turn the table round there, you have nothing to fear because you have disclosed what you know you should have told them initially before coming in. So it makes you have confidence about what you are doing. But if you don't tell them the truth, that can cost you 10 years. You understand? So that's the situation.
Okay, it's a property document, like
Yeah.
landed property. Right?
Landed property, yes.
Okay, I should have my children birth certificate. Those are ties, right?
Yes.
Okay.
That's your ties, your business, your children.
Invitation letter
Yeah, from her.
from her.
You know, so-
there's a he there. They have,
No, it's her.
are you writing?
Huh.
What it does is more copy of the passport.
You know, so
Then her payslip.
a lot of people do not understand. Carry on doing what you are doing. A lot of people do not understand that when you are making an application to the Secretary of State, the spirit of disclosure is very important. The entry clearance in Nigeria, overseas, elsewhere, they are the representative of the Secretary of State from the United Kingdom. So the British embassy here, they are representing the British interest in each country where they establish. So as a result of that, the order usually comes from London, from Croydon, because that is the office of the Home Secretary. Office Ewambe, Croydon and office Ewa, his office is in Croydon. Anytime you want to have office work, apart from being in Parliament, he must be in Croydon. Croydon is his office because that is the capital. So the home office, understand? That is where things happen before they now dispatch them to other places, other counties like Durham, like Sheffield, Liverpool.
Self-assessment. What do you mean
self-assessment document for your own to show that you do your, what do you show me now? Your tax payment. You understand? So
Can I have your number just in case I need to call or something? Show your number.
don't you have it?
The other one that
Give
I
it to
called,
me.
is that? And then, if I'm bringing all this stuff, bring it here or
What's that?
my dogs.
Yeah. If you already bring it in and let me smash it.
Bank statement 6 months.
Yes. People are just you're just
let me have your social handle now.
my
Your social handle.
layer to Kumbolagbaye.
Okay.
Yeah. People are just going back to what I said about the thing. Yes. If I want to come back onto that, then I come back. You don't mean the way I moved my work from one place to another, so you can never be bored.
Just everything.
You know, you can never be bored at all. Oh my God, Daddy, the number one online.
So, if I'm coming again, if I'm dropping my stuff, I still need to pay another conversation fee.
You're not paying another consultation fee, but you have to decide the legal fee.
I have to come again.
Yes.
I have to decide.
You have to pay the legal fee for the application if we're doing it for you.
Okay. So that's you know, you have to spell this thing out so that I know what I'm doing. That's the no, yeah, they mean a lot. Yeah, they. I'm not saying.
I've given an invitation and I've not gone before. So I can do that for you. So that's the situation on grant.
Okay, like I'm submitting all this stuff.
And then that's the fee. I reduce it because she's a German, that's why. If I pay British passport loan, I won't do it like that figure.
So you do it for how much?
That's what I would do for you if you said.
You're not bringing it down home. I didn't saw it.
I don't do that. I'm not. Anyway, I'm on a public thing here, so so the situation is that what I spoke about earlier on.
Okay.
It seems you are sweating. Honestly, Max Cole. I don't know.
Thank you.
Thank you, my dear. Thank you for coming in. Can you tell the next person to come in, please? You see, the situation is that it is so embarrassing that we get involved in things that doesn't concern us, lórí social media, and as a result of that, our Google escalate our time comments. We escalate things. We make it difficult for the case owners. For àwọn tó ní problem yẹn láti ṣe parí ìjà, because àwọn tó ní problem yẹn they can parí ìjà anytime anyhow. If people that are gbebohun allows them to come to terms, you know, because they have been together, they know each other, they have loved each other. It doesn't matter the type of love they have for each other. They have loved each other before. So of course, èèyàn méjì ò kí ń wà. You know, of course, èèyàn méjì ò kí ń wà kó má jà. It is so impossible that you find 2 or 3 people together without them fighting. It's not possible. They cannot be ogún ọmọdé ò lè ṣeré fógún ọdún. So there is every possibility that at the end of the day, ìjà wọn àṣà àṣẹlẹ̀ ni pé wọ́n ṣàfẹ́ ní ìkùnsínú, but it's usually prolonged because àwọn èèyàn mind business wọn. Do you understand? It's usually prolonged. They've gone to set up my generator and other things, so that's why. You know, so, and if care is not taken, only far it can destroy relationship. Tell you about apply wisdom. You understand? If you don't apply wisdom to things, it can easily destroy relationship. That's one I am very sure of it. If care is not taken, it can destroy relationship because a lot of people do not mind their business. And when people don't mind their business, it does affect a lot of people, a lot of other things as well. You know, ó máa affect nǹkan gan. And what I noticed lately on the sagas that is coming around now on issue of pastors or no pastor is because people fail to mind their business. They fail to mind their business. And if you fail to mind their business, your business, then it means that you will be using paracetamol on somebody else's problem. you'll be having headache on another people's problem, and it's not worth it. For what here? I said it in between earlier on that ẹ jẹ́ ká fi the issue of pastor or no pastor things yẹn ẹ jẹ́ ká filẹ̀ fáwọn tó ní kán lọ treat ẹ̀ kán lọ deal pẹ̀lú ẹ̀ kán fi wọ́n sílẹ̀. Let those pastors at the end of the day, let them judge themselves, let them use their common sense. Bóyá nǹkan tó ń ṣe yẹn bóyá ó make sense or kò make sense, but don't let you and I have time. Don't let you and I spend time tí ó kàn wá. Don't let us put it on somebody else's headache. And when we spend too much time on somebody else's headache, it basically means that we're not going to be productive on that day. We're not going to be productive. And the only way you can be productive is when you can manage your business. Manage your business and forget about, pretend as if not here exists. If you've taken a case to a pastor and you think you have been duped or you have been wrongly charged, your business na man should be one tag and don't man charge you. I don't know whether those pastors are selling something and they charge you. That is the problem I'm having. I cannot think of what they are selling, because I think freedom, what is the call, should be free. Igbala, I thought Igbala should be free. I don't think Igbala should be something that somebody else will be charging anybody láti ṣe. But I want to pay on co share job, on co ètò jọ. And when they are co ètò jọ and co iṣẹ́ jọ, I don't know how much they are charging you that is causing a headache and people are saying stuff. But please, mo fi àánú Ọlọ́run bẹ̀ yín, let us be careful the way we send information around. We are no more in those days system. We are in the 21st century, and as such, information travel too quick and fast. When two people are in accord and sometimes something happen and something is not going well between them, if you cannot find a way to resolve it, please stay away from this situation and stop passing information around. Láti máa sọ báyìí wọ́n sọ báyìí wọ́n sọ tọ̀hún, because it only takes wisdom fún èèyàn láti lè handle situation like that. Ohun tó fa gbogbo problem orí line yẹn, things get escalated because some people don't mind their business. They pass information, they giggle, they gossip, they backbite. Exactly, they taking paracetamol on somebody else's headache, which is not worth taking. It's not worth taking. When you are taking paracetamol on somebody else's headache, you're giving yourself double dose. Yes, you understand? You're giving yourself double dose because you're taking paracetamol on somebody else's headache. It basically means that you're giving yourself double dose. So let us take ourselves away from that situation. Let us stop it. It's not worth it. Until they worth it, worth it. Because the moment they're exploiting and oppressing people, everyone needs to wise up. If I don't have money, can somebody invite me to UK? Now, what are you coming to do in UK if you don't have money? You must have money to come to UK. That's the bottom line. So the situation is that it's a bit difficult. You understand? It's a bit difficult, and as such, we don't even know how to get involved in some of the things that are happening. But if I were in your shoes, I will stay away. I will stay away. Because I will stay away if I'm in your shoes. I will stay away. My WhatsApp number is 0905. Okay, WhatsApp is this. 0905 097 4652. Understand? Because if you cannot learn to be away from things that doesn't concern you, what you will end up having is buying paracetamol on somebody else's headache, and I don't have that kind of money. Hello, Mrs. Ekwemediare, you are welcome on board, ma. Good morning, good afternoon, working from US. So that's the situation. The issue of pastors collecting tithes or pastor doing this, pastor doing that. I have been lately looking at some videos viral going around, and I lately realized that I am too big to get involved. I'm sorry. I am too important and too big. Láti lọ step on, láti lọ kí ẹsẹ̀ mi bọ̀ kan tí ó kàn mí. Because èèyàn kan máa mess rẹ̀ up ni at the end of the day. Èèyàn máa mess rẹ̀ up ni. You understand? èèyàn máa mess ara ẹ̀ up ni, kò dẹ̀ worth it. It's not worth messing yourself up for, believe me. It is not worth messing yourself up for, you know. So I won't even advise anyone láti lọ ti orí bọ̀, because lọ ti orí bọ̀ ó ní wàhálà tó wà ńbẹ̀. And if you put your head into it, kò worth it. It's not worth it. So I am not going to advise anyone to get involved. There's even no point, Mrs. Ekpeme, exactly. You know, there's no point, because at the end of the day, you are just going to be creating headache for yourself and assisting Satan to enjoy himself in what he wanted to do. Church of God, ibẹ̀ ni problem tí wọ́n kọ́ ń bẹ̀rẹ̀, ibẹ̀ ni ìrìnranu ti ń bẹ̀rẹ̀, ibẹ̀ ni olóṣó wà, ibẹ̀ ni tọ̀hún wà, ibẹ̀ ni tibí wà, ibẹ̀ ni kíní kan wà. So, but at the end of the day, there's no force to go to church. Exactly, there's no force. So anybody who go and do something, you do it out of your own willing, because you are an adult. Nobody force you to put money down in anybody's wigba. Me personally, I have come to a conclusion. I'm not going to get my hands dirty with it. I'm not going to get myself involved in the talk or the video or the viral any longer. If I have in the past, one way or another, get myself involved, it must be on the issue of tithe. But ever since the issue of tithe, I have lately realized that it's a waste of time, because they're not going to change. Change. It's not that they're going to stop doing it. You understand? It's not that they're going to stop doing it. They're not going to stop. So what's the point? Excuse me, Ejo. So that exactly, making unnecessary enemies for oneself. Exactly, because at the end of the day, you are just going to be creating enemies for yourself, talking about this one, talking about that one, and I haven't got the time. So the point is that there's politics in the church. Seek your salvation and leave the rest for God to judge. Exactly, that's what I'm saying. Let God be the judge, the jury, and the executor. Nítorí pé gbogbo agbára tá a fi fún wà ní ìkáwọ́ rẹ̀. So he's got every right to make decision. Instead of me wasting my time and be making enemies unnecessarily, I think I'm too big for that. So I will not participate. I will not join hands into it. Your way about that. So what do you want me to say? Amina sir, call me in. Call me if you want to take my opinion. Call me on the WhatsApp. Call me on WhatsApp. WhatsApp number. Let me give you WhatsApp. WhatsApp 07908 628 240. That is it. WhatsApp 07908 628 240. So that is the point. There is no need for you to get yourself into something that doesn't concern you. There's too many productive business to run out there. There's too many economical arguments to have that will fetch you more money than to run myself into things that will eventually possibly tarnish my name or my image. Sorry, you're way above that, my queen. Thank you. I didn't know that's what you were talking. So there's no need. So I just want to focus on my career as a lawyer. A lot of people are saying, I want to focus on my career, and that's it. You know, I want to focus on my career as a lawyer. I am not going to get myself into that. But I realize that the incident on the platform, anytime pass information, please be careful of when to give information and how to go about it. If you don't have the original source of information, don't get yourself involved. Anytime even if you have the original source of information, nobody asks you to bring it to the person. You are causing too much problem between two people that like each other. You are causing too much headache between two people that have loved each other, that have worked very tirelessly for each other. It is so impossible that mouth and tongue, they do fight because you bite your tongue. And when you bite your tongue, you should realize you should realize that things tend to happen when you bite. You understand? That means that tongue and mouth do fight. It means that two people that have eaten together, that work together, that do things together, they are bound to fight. There's possibility that they will have disagreement to agree. And that is when they can know each other better and know the do's and don'ts. Because sometimes two people, they move together, they don't know the do's and don'ts. They don't know the rules. So one day kolura won. You understand? One kolura won. But number kolura won, it is not your duty to be passing unnecessary information because of what is happening on online at the moment. Ejo, Emma get involved on any incident. But on the line, if you want to let one sort one out, I am begging you, please don't get involved on the situation on ground at the moment. Don't get yourself involved. You have dárúkọ anybody, but Emma get ara yín involved. Ẹ̀yin tẹ́ pass information sínú inboxes, tẹ́ sọ fún wọn, ó ti sọ̀rọ̀ ẹ báyìí o, ìwọ ló ń bá wí lórí platform ẹ o, ó ti ṣe kinní kan, ẹgbẹ́nu yín sọ̀hún, àgbàlagbà nìyín. Bẹ́ẹ̀ ṣe máa dalé ọkọ yín, tẹ́ máa dalé ìyàwó yín náà ni ẹ̀yin tẹ́ pass information. That's how you are going to be destroying your home, because you are giving information that is false and not founded. At the end of the time, Felicia Akins, they're going to settle the dispute at the end of the day. One of them are for impact money, because they need to find out the incident, need to find out the roots to it. I am not going to get involved. Other than come forward one, you understand? I have found out what is the problem, and I'm not going to say further other than they should just relax. Relax yourself. Things will get better. Situation will calm down, and everything will return back to normal. It can never be the same for life. There's always ups and downs in every situation of life. So nobody should expect that it's going to be like that for life. Hello? Hello? So the thing is that we should just please. Felicia Akins ní Amebo. If you are Amebo, please, let's cure one more basho. Let's stay away and let's be careful. You understand? Just let's stay away. You know? Just let us stay away. And that's just the situation. How many people is going to be tagging me now? For God's sake, a lot of people are just tagging there. Yeah? And it's distracting me here. You know, so that's the situation. Let's stay away from things that doesn't concern us. Can't keep Oriwa down. Can't concentrate. The current situation over here is humidity. It's humid. The current situation is that the humidity is high, so possibly it could be affecting people. The humidity is quite high over here. You understand? The humidity is very, very high. But I want to reassure you, ladies and gentlemen, they can stay away. They can stay away from things that doesn't concern us, and that's it. I put it out there lately on a topic. That topic that I put out there, a lot of people they haven't even asked me. They haven't even asked me the topic. They have not asked me about the topic, what I want to do about the topic. What I want to talk about on that particular topic in my research is to do with those that, you know, tó fi ìyàwó wọn sí London tàbí tó fọkọ sí London tó wá lọ wá nǹkan tí ò sọnù kiri ní Nigeria in particular. You are going to be wasting your time. You're going to be wasting time, you know. You're going to be wasting time, because that is why I said my topic in that manner. But I have not even finalized the topic, and as a result of that, I don't want to bring it out now until I've completed. But if you remember, we spoke about the lady that said that she's in a bread and breakfast in somewhere in Oxford. If anybody remember the lady that is so distressed, that was crying on my line and needed our help. We have sent people out already. I have sent someone out already to go and investigate the scenario for me, because I was a bit skeptical. She says she's living at Oxford, but it wasn't Oxford. She used that name to deceive public so that people would not know that she's the one. So she's not at Oxford, she's elsewhere. But the place that she mentioned, unfortunately for her, and when you're in Gbeni Aba in London, in UK, some of my people are in that Aba in London. So I told her to go and check that Aba for me. and know whether she's serious and she's fully in need of assistance, you know. So, hello, yeah, thank you. Yes, I am online, yes. And you can call back if you don't want to go online now. Go ahead. You want to ask me a question and it's not concentrating. So I have sent someone down to go and trace that lady to know whether she's telling the truth or not. The place where the address she gave us, they have been there, and those who stay in that place are those who are destitute. So she's not lying. These are people that are destitute. Those are the people that stay in that kind of area, in that kind of building. I want to help. I want to are destitute. So destitution means that somebody who does not have money to afford a proper accommodation other than the one the government will put her in. So she's there. But unfortunately, she wasn't at home on the day my lady went to go and see her. But people there did not know what we came in for. So she interviewed them and they spoke very well and said yes. They just gave all the information to us, saying everything that yes, she's living here with her child, she's destitute, she doesn't have any helper, she's this, she's that. So it is true that she's there and she's living there. So what we intend to do is that we are going to find a way, balance, to see if we can help her. Because until the investigation is done, I don't have time, you know. But now we have satisfied ourselves that truly she needs our help. And we are going to afford the assistance that she needed. And it's as simple as that. So that is that about that. But she's not living in Oxford. For the purpose of those who are in Oxford that contacted me and told me that they are ready to help her. We and one in Oxford. She's not in Oxford. She only used the word Oxford. Exactly. So she only used the word Oxford to keep the public eye away from her, so that people will not know she's the one. But she's not living in Oxford. And you know me, when you lie to me once, I don't believe you straight away anymore. But in this kind of scenario, I made sure that I put it together properly. I relaxed to make sure we investigate it and know the truth of it. We have found out the truth, and it is true that she needed help, and I'm going to afford the help to her. There is no way I can let her struggle in that manner. We're going to assist her. In relation to the people that I mentioned regarding the topic I said earlier on, it's becoming so huge that people are calling me and crying on my shoulder, asking me the solution to their family life. I cannot ask you to live your family life. I cannot ask you to leave your husband. I cannot ask you to leave your baba or mom. But I can ask you to wise up. Yes. I can ask you to wise up anytime. To discover where you want to be a bit slow, you know. I can ask you to wise up, but I cannot tell you to leave your husband. But I can actually say wise up, but I cannot say leave your husband. But I can say wise up. And the reason why I say I can tell you to wise up is because a lot of women get into family matrimonial disaster because they don't have jobs and they are not strong in confidence. They don't have that self-acclaim confidence. And when you lack it, you lack everything. That's the major problem. When you lack that confidence, you lack everything. It's a problem for you to be able to know what to do. So you definitely need that confidence first. Yes. I cannot ask you to leave your your children's father, or your partner, or even your boyfriend or your husband. It's Kogbenumi. It doesn't come from my mouth. I cannot, because you cannot tell me to leave mine, because I'm not going to listen to you, because it's none of your business. What I can ask you to do, listen carefully, is to assist you in a way to encourage you how to have your self-acclaimed confidence. Because if you lack self-confidence, you lack the ingredients to move forward in life. And the only way to move forward in life is to make sure that you have a job and you don't rely on a man. A lady that I saw yesterday after the show or after my program, I encouraged her to focus on her children and her business. I encourage her to focus on her children and on her business. Because she even said it in a way that sometimes the man will raise up his hand, wanted to beat her. Until one day, she stood up to him and said, hold on a minute, young man, enough of this nonsense. I cannot accept you to be doing this to me any longer. Don't scream at me and stop insulting me. I am not your servant. And that is the only way you can get yourself out of that situation. It is not to disrespect, but when it's becoming bizarre, you have to get yourself out of it. The only way to get yourself out of it, employment is the first thing. An idle mind is a lazy mind. When you don't have a job to run to, you will be busybody. You will be everywhere and have time not to manage yourself. You will be everywhere and have time not to manage yourself. The only way you can get yourself out of this is to be busy with jobs. Because if you're not busy with jobs, then you are going to be in trouble. Mama doesn't continue, and for how long are you going to be involving yourself in things that doesn't concern you? And that is why I noticed that a lot of ladies force themselves into a relationship that doesn't concern them. And as a result of that, it becomes abusive. It becomes abusive. Yeah. Because the relationship does not concern them, and they put themselves into it, and it becomes abusive. Oh yes, because you force yourself into it. For example, you could see a nice man, and possibly you're thinking that, oh, Bobo handsome. Can you compare Bobo handsome? Who want to eat that? If Bobo is tall and handsome and he doesn't have attributes to take care of a woman, then it's nonsense. That is nonsense. Lately, I was listening to one program on one of those online after show. Go through it, review it. And I discovered that a lady mentioned a certain person's name. I'm not going to mention the person's name here. The lady mentioned the name and said, oh, you could have been a nice man, but you are short. You could have been a nice man, but you are short. How can that a lady get a right man? Because he's looking for Mr. Right. And you can never get Mr. Right. Because when you see a man and you condemn me that, he's too short, or he's too fat, or he's got belly, or he has this, he's got that. The men are also complaining. There is a man that said that I should hook him up with a lady. I was trying to set them up, but you have not even seen the lady that you asked me to put you up with. You are complaining that, oh, she's not as slim as me. You need somebody who is slim as me. Can the whole world slim like me, my dear? Can the whole world have the same stature like me, my dear? But some people, they are looking for Mrs. Right and Mr. Right, and it is so impossible to get those names that you are looking for. So, ọdẹ tó ń wo ìṣẹ́jú àkànní, ó máa pẹ́ létí omi. You understand? If you are spending the whole of your beautiful time, and at the end of the day, you are looking for Mr. Right or Mrs. Right, you're going to be wasting your time. There is no way you will be able to make use of it. Because it won't work. It's not going to work. It's not going to work. Because there's never been Mr. Right or Mrs. Right elsewhere. And that's the reason I want to encourage everybody. You see, the topic I am bringing, I'm allowed, because some of them that are in Nigeria, or to respect to my Bobo Nice, Bobo Nice is the problem with here. To forí gbálẹ̀ lọ́wọ́ tí ò tí sort rẹ̀ out in London, tó kàn wá ṣe show off Nigeria, tó fi ìyàwó sílẹ̀, tó fọmọ sílẹ̀, tí ò charge iná, tí ò charge electricity, tí ò dẹ̀ sanwó ilé for the past 11 months. I have a client that is crying on my shoulder. His partner has not paid rent for 11 months and is showing off in Nigeria with his stupid 2.5 years months to one grant here. You understand? He's showing off with his stupid 2.5, 30 months they granted him. And most of the Nigerian ladies are daft. They think everybody is holding British passport. Wọn mọ̀ pé díẹ̀ lásán ló ní British passport lọ́wọ́. And somebody who doesn't have British passport will not have the benefit or the privilege to move you into United Kingdom. And they're not going to even move you. They want to come and be using you as a sex machine. You understand? They want to place sex machine na fẹ́ fi yín ṣe ẹni tó wà Naija, because bọ̀bọ̀ tó wà ní London tí mo kó máa jẹ gbèsè if he carelessly or she carelessly leave her matrimonial home. So it's not possible. But meanwhile, a lot of people do not see it from that angle that I am seeing it from. And as a result of that, they are giving me headache in terms of thinking from that angle. Yes, they are running away from their duties. Their primary duties are in the United Kingdom, where they have their first family, taking care of their homes, life, and children, insurance and everything, pay bills. They have not catered for that. They are looking into nǹkan tí ò possible pé tó bá ti kí okó bọ̀ tó ti yọ tán báyìí tó ti lọ tán báyìí èèyàn tó fẹ́ service ẹni ẹ ti ready. Wọ́n kàn waste time, ó kàn waste time ara ẹ̀ ni pé pounds tó kó wá kankan bẹ́ẹ̀ gba díẹ̀ bẹ́ẹ̀ kan dẹ̀ sọ ẹ́ dànù ni. Meanwhile, the wives and the children are crying in London. Wọn ò tí ì san rent for 11 months. Rent have not been paid for the past 11 months. The lady came to my office, but I said to the lady that wait, let us finalize and get our investigation done properly. Kó má di pé a lọ sọ information tí ò wà realistic. You understand? So that it doesn't seem that we are bringing out information that is not true. We are not going to bring out any information that is not true. We are going to wait until we get all the facts right. But believe me, we know what we are talking about. Take what you are having now. To enjoy it. Tune it, brush it, clean it, touch it up to your taste. Rather than you thinking wípé you want to be thinking of something to wípé it is not real, unrealistic something that is not real. Because say it raw, sister. Because if it's not realistic, you are going to be wasting your time. It's not about he or about she, it's about both sexes. Some women even travel far and there to Nigeria to go and get boys. One of get a boyfriend. I asked one of my clients, Money, are you sure what you are doing? Àgbàlagbà ní na gbogbo kan tẹ́ ti labour fún ní UK. Overnight you want to throw it away. Yes, with all what you have labored for in the United Kingdom, you want to throw it away overnight, and turn it to somebody else's enjoyment while you have done it so far. Because once you get married to the young boy, listen, the moment you get married to the young boy, if anything go wrong and you have properties, it don't slice any. Oh yes, if you don't know the law, if you carelessly get married to somebody, either in Nigeria or elsewhere, and you forget enter ẹjọ ṣiṣẹ́ tẹ ẹjọ gbérúgbìn yẹn látàárọ̀, the moment tó bá ti lead ẹ lọ sí altar, ayé ẹ ti fọ́ nìyẹn. After a year tó bá lóun ò ṣe mọ́, ó lè claim lára property ẹ. Lawyer ni wá, kò sí ọ̀nà tó fẹ́ ṣẹlẹ̀ will represent. Have this in your skull that don't carelessly lead anybody to altar, to registry, láti lọ ṣe marriage. Especially on second wife, second relationship, third relationship, it's dangerous. There are some people that have come to my office that they said that they thought they were playing games. But at the end of the day, it turned to be that the guy is claiming some property. The guy is claiming half of the lady properties. Oh, shock. The guy said, I'm married to you and I am claiming part of what you own. So please, before you start doing marriage, if you cannot do 2 years of living together, don't lead anybody to registry anyhow, unless if you don't have properties attached to it. But if you are somebody that's got wealth, to only properties, matter lebrin lọ sí registry o, lọ sí marriage o, lọ sí marriage. má ṣe o, má tẹ̀lé ọkùnrin lọ ṣe marriage o if you have properties, because don't be penny wise pound foolish, be wise. Exactly, Mrs. Ipeme. Because in of a second they will run you down. If anything go wrong and they divorce that marriage a year after, a marriage must last for 1 year and a day. Immediately a year and a day, and they take you to lawsuit, believe me, you are going to lose a lot of money. You are going to lose a lot. Incidents are on my desk. There are so many incidents on my table that I later realized that out of pé one stupid falling in love, they now go to registry láti lọ ṣe marriage torí ìwé ìgbèlú because of paper, how to regularize status. But at the end of the day, the guy has an hidden plan. So also the lady from the other side. Let me talk about the guy first. The guy married to the woman. The woman from her previous relationship has worked tirelessly, and she's a senior nurse. So she's got 2 properties in the UK and has good money in the bank account. She then married to this young lad. All of a sudden, relationship is not going smoothly anymore. So she wanted to come out of that relationship. But he is saying that he's going to slash her wealth. Of course, so she married Pelue now. Of course, he has rights because she was daft. Oh, daft. You see, some people, when they want to go into a relationship, they are desperate. And when they are desperate, at the end of the day, they get nothing from it. They bounce back, they bounce in, and they bounce back. So the point here is that don't lead any second relationship for marriage to altar. Do not lead second relationship to the altar carelessly, unless there are no properties you have that are attached to the journey, or there are no money in the bank account. Unless both of you want to start from the beginning, from scratch. If it's not something that both of you want to start from scratch, I am saying it categorically. Please don't. Má tẹ̀lé obìnrin lọ sí altar on a second marriage or third marriage. Torí ó ti ní plan ẹ̀. There is this old man that get married to this young lady. Girl yẹn gbàwé tán. Properties bàbá yẹn, she was asking for the man's property. The property that the old man has labored for before the death of his wife. And they struggle together to get that property. And the property is mortgage free. So you can imagine how long the man has been in the United Kingdom for. At the end of the day, the lady now got papers. In fact, we'll get to the indefinite leave to remain. You know what she's asking for? She's asking the poor man to sell the property and give her half of the share, half of the equity, as if they worked for it together, as if they started the journey together. She's only a second wife or even third wife, and she has not even lasted more than 4 or 5 years in that relationship. But because she has got her papers, she does not need the man. She's got her own boyfriend. That every time that the man is not there, this girl visits her boyfriend. So at the end of the day, both herself and her boyfriend have now, planned it together in a way that they are now asking the poor man. They are now asking the poor man, please, we are 178 at the moment. Can we just put it on board? One of us. Each of us, let us share it. Let people learn from it, please. Let people learn from it, please. Relationship, second relationship, don't lead it to altar unnecessarily. I might even have to change the topic. Don't take second relationship to altar unnecessarily unless there are no properties in your name. Because if you take second relationship to altar, you are going to be losing out in the end. So categorically, ẹ má ṣe ìyàwó pẹ̀lú èèyàn carelessly, because the plan people have today, you don't know in their mind, and it's a bit dangerous. So má ṣe ìyàwó, don't think of it. If the second marriage have kids, it's fine. If the second marriage have kids, it's fine. Even then, if it got kids, because of the children and there are no marriage before, they can go into marriage. But what I will tell people is that they should caution all their properties. When you are going on a second marriage, you should try to caution your properties. Put caution on it so that the person will not have share unless you stated that this is what you want to give to that person. Because if you don't do it, you are going to lose out. Please like and share. Like and share. Common sense, only one nìkan la need láti share on our platform. Each of us, we are 181 on board at the moment, even though it's fluctuating, yeah? But please, like and share. One of us, Kasha Masheni Kokan, Pasanti Afino, Yale wa lórí àjà fún ìyàwó. That is the problem. That's the case. The same situation is there for the next one. So wise up. Be wise and be intelligent. Don't just say because you are in love and go into a relationship of registry, of court marriage. That marriage certificate. Marriage certificate is not just a piece of paper. It's a document that is vital in the eyes of the law. Marriage certificate is an important document. It is not just a piece of paper. So I am going to implore people, before you follow somebody to altar, check your bank account. Ṣé kò lè pa ẹ́ lára kó tó sọ pé ó fẹ́ máa ṣe ìyàwó fún torí ìwé ìgbèlú. Torí ibi tẹ́ ti ṣe carelessness yẹn lẹ àwọn èèyàn ti lose dúkìá. Out of that carelessness, a lot of people has lost so much in the journey. And I'm telling you as a lawyer, it is real. It is not them say. Many of them have not left their wife in Nigeria. They are deceiving you here. Many of them have not left their relationship back there in Ghana, elsewhere. What they're focusing on is to buy ìwé ìgbèlú, and possibly, if they have the opportunity, they take something else from you again with it. So, don't be careless. Don't be foolish. Be wise. Be intelligent. And let people know that you're not daft. Marriage certificate is an important document. And it is not everybody it's assigned to have marriage certificate in their journey. So don't let anybody deceive you. Marriage certificate, it is not all of us. What you and your first marriage have labored for, it's, to be honest with you, when Sterling, that's what you think. But if you can't talk, please just leave the line. Because I don't like people to talk carelessly on my line. You understand? What you need to be aware of is that you have labored more than enough for yourself and your children in your previous relationship. So when you are going into a new one, use your common sense. Wise up. Don't drop everything you have into the second marriage, believing that everything is fine. No. Once beaten, twice shy. So you need to wise up. You need to be intelligent. You need to wake up and think twice. Because once you have followed someone to the altar, and they issued you marriage certificate, you are going to get stuck. You are going to get stuck in a way that you will stay in that marriage for a year and 1 day. And if that marriage lasted for a year and a day, it basically means that you cannot come out of it carelessly. And if there are things inside the marriage, like properties, bank accounts, it means that the person that hasn't got anything will have the opportunity to claim something from it. And from there, it can become somebody. From there, she can become somebody by slashing your property. You know, by slashing your property, she can basically have something to set up for in life. So don't let anybody use you as a stepping stone to their journey. And then you start having the headache and start crying. We don't have prenuptial agreement in the United Kingdom. Prenuptial agreement is only good in the US. It does not work very good in the United Kingdom. It doesn't even exist. It doesn't even exist in the UK. That's the problem. Ajoke Ade-Williams, my dear. That's the problem. If it's in the United States, I can vividly say yes, prenuptial agreement is good. You understand? But in the UK, we don't have facility of such. And that is why a lot of people stay in 2 years of living together. A lot of people stay in 2 years relationship. The people stay in cohabiting. They cohabit. Because they knew that at the end of the day, marriage might lead them into a headache. And if you start going into marriage, people will start counting it for you. One mama can say, "Lord, they count it for you." That is the second marriage she's going to. That is the third marriage he's going to. As they count it on a lady, they count it on a man as well. So there's no one is exonerated. So you cannot exonerate yourself. There's no way you can say exonerate men. They are okay. No. Unless you marry 4 of them into the house at the same time, or 5 of them. But in a scenario you are not doing that, it is so impossible for you to say that, oh, you are exonerated because I'm a man. I can marry one today and divorce next year and marry another one. No. As it's in kola nut, so also is in bitter kola. As it's in kola nut, so also is in bitter kola. So it is very important that one needs to wise up and shine your face. You need to shine your face properly. You need to know exactly what you wanted. Because if you don't do that, it's going to affect you. All right, ma. Someone close is sovereign same faith, hard-held property sold and slashed. Did you see that? Did you hear that? Did you hear that? It is true story. It is not them say. I don't come on board to come and give any fiction. I came to come and tell you. I have not even finalized this, the problem, the investigation. Most of all men out now want quick paper status. You see, my own is that both male and female are so much into something. Some women also go into relationship, they are into something. They are not there 100% with their hearts. They are there because they are into something. They want to gain something from it. And as soon as they finish getting what they wanted, they want to throw that man away. So it is not only in men. Women are doing it as well. Some ladies are not ready to settle down. All they are doing is that, let me use him and dump him. Let me use him and dump him. And that is why you have to wise up. Because if you don't wise up, it's going to affect you. If you don't wise up, it's going to create a problem for you. So you got to wise up. You understand? Because most people think that, oh, taking it to altar is the easiest way of doing it. It is not the easiest way. Sometimes in every relationship, it will be best advised to leave it and let it roll for years. And that is when you will see it, whether it is true or not. And that is why in between the journey, exactly, Gasti Olusegun, it's not men alone, it's men and women. You know, and that is why I applaud Secretary of State. When Secretary of State changed spouse visa to 2.5 years, I laughed my head off. When Secretary of State changed partner routes to 10 years, for those who have overstayed, I laughed my head off. Because it means that you are going to stuck inside that journey if you are in the UK 10 years. And if you are coming from abroad 6 years. So it means that you cannot just come in and get it, unlike before when people get indefinite leave to enter straight away from their relationship. You've got to know that you've got to be wise up. Because somebody who is following you is following you because of something you are carrying, something that you are having. And the only way to get yourself out of it is to extenuate, is to be wise up, is to be intelligent, is to open your eyes and shine it. Because if you don't shine your eyes, you are going to lose out in the end. They will take that property, their status from you, they will sleep with you, they will beat you possibly with it, and possibly if there is something that you have, take money from you. And who are you going to blame in that kind of situation? Who are you going to blame? Because you were in love, don't forget. You were in love and you got carried away. And when you are in love, you got carried away. There's no one to blame. You have to blame yourself. You've got to blame yourself because you were in love. And that is why I'm saying that shine your face. And the only way to shine your face is that don't lead anything to altar unless you are sure. And if you are a woman that have status, you are a woman with British passport, you have labored with your husband in your previous relationship, and you now have properties in your name, don't quickly run to altar. Open your ears and listen to me. You have labored and you have struggled in your first marriage with your husband, and when the marriage was dissolved, the properties were shared. Possibly it was shared equally, 50-50. Don't be stupid to go through marriage again quickly, because there is every possibility that what you have is what the second person in the new marriage is looking for. Exactly. Wise means you have to be clever. You understand? You have to be clever. Mary Toluade said, Mama, you are LGBT, that and that. I won't say it here. You understand? So you have to shine up. Please read what Mary put there. So relationships are even better when not married. As soon as you got married, you start riding the others, whatever. Exactly. So you got to be intelligent. Because the moment you sign a declaration in court, in marriage registry, with somebody else, you are stuck in that relationship. That is going to be another frying pan to fire if care is not taken. That is going to be another frying pan to fire. So you got to wise up. You got to wise up. And the only way to get yourself out of this, is to start a relationship without a need to go into marriage. If the person is really for you, by their fruits we shall know them. There are things that they will not be asking you. There are things that he or she will not be asking you. If that person is really into a real relationship, there are ways to test it. There are so many ways that you can go about it for you to know whether this person really loves you or not. And if you want to know whether somebody loves you or not, you got to really start something. Yes, you have to test it, because if you don't test it, you're not going to know. You're not going to know. So you need to open your eyes, shine your face, and know exactly what you want to do. And exactly I said, be smart. Thank you, Miss Rogers. You're welcome on board. Please like and share. Please like and share and put it in the group and let people know what we're talking about. Yeah, you have to test the water. Mina Star Johnson. Exactly. You have to test the water. So please like and share. Everybody like and share. One each per person. There is no need that we have numbers of people hugely on the platform and we're not sharing the program. So please like and share. Like and share the program and tag it. Like and share, like and share, like and share. And that's the only way to go about it. Just like and share, like and share. So that's the way. And once you have done that, then life is easy. Life is easy. Life is easy. But don't lead anybody to registry on a second marriage carelessly. Do not make that mistake, because it might be fundamental. It might be huge to amend. It might be difficult to repair, because it will be a mistake of a lifetime. Please. Your Honor, what way, please? Okay, tell me what's your situation. Already shared the law. Marriage foundation matters. Many marriages have issues nowadays because quite a number did not do this, that. Okay. You're very right, ma. Lots of fake men are out there looking for single mothers. Please, we single mothers should wake up. But there are fake women out there as well. You're just saying fake men, fake men, fake men. There are fake women out there as well. That's the problem. There are fake women out there as well that their mind, their omission is dirty. They have a dirty mind, and as such, there is every possibility that they are going into that relationship for a gain, not to serve. So when we are talking about men, we're not talking men alone about relationship. We're not talking about men. It's for both sex. It's both sides, both ways. It's both sides and both ways. So we got to really shine our eyes. Please like and share and let people have it there. Please. Like and share. Yes, please like and share. You know, like and share. Fake men are more than the women, the law. I know. Exactly, now you are talking. Thank you. In both ways, there are fake women too. Thanks, Mama. Yes, everyone needs to be wise. Wherever there is fake man, there is always fake woman. Exactly my saying. Exactly. There is no negative without positive. There is no positive without negative. So, no man without woman. No woman, no cry. No woman, no cry. You understand? So we got to really understand that it's not just men alone. There are problems in women's situation as well. But you have to be careful. If you have your relationship, don't be careless with the properties that you have inherited from your previous relationship, from your previous marriage. So don't just run to altar to go and do, they call it, they tie the knot. They tie the knot. So don't just go and tie knots unnecessarily, because you are going to get back hugely from it. But that is what I have for you. When I finish compiling my, what is it called? Then I'll be back when I finish compiling it. But I'm here. If you want to send me WhatsApp, you can send me WhatsApp. If you want to talk to me, you can talk to me. I'm on a WhatsApp of 07908. The WhatsApp is on 07907908628. 628-240. You know, 07908-628-240. That is the WhatsApp number. No woman, no cry. It's fact of life, honestly. No woman, no cry is a fact of life, and I really want people to be very careful, because some women called me from Europe and they are crying and asking me that should they leave their husband, 2 or 3 women. But I'm asking them, how am I in the best position to tell you to leave your husband? How am I be intelligent to that extent and have an answer to that situation, other than to counsel you and tell you the situation will calm down as long as there's no domestic violence, and if there's domestic violence, report matter to the authority. But I am not in the best situation to tell you to leave your husband or leave your wife. It doesn't come from me, and it will never come from someone of my standard, my caliber. You understand? But open your eyes before you go into that relationship. If you don't open your eyes before you go into it, blame no one. Blame yourself. You cannot rush into things because everybody is doing it. I have said it several times to you. Orí ọ̀la ló wà, kò sí ìlú ọ̀la. Àyànmọ́ ò dẹ̀ gbóògùn. Destiny can never be changed. What you pick as a destiny is not what I picked. So there is no way it can mirror each other. We cannot have the same destiny. It is not possible. Let people have satisfaction in life. A lot of people, majority of people, do not satisfy with what they have. As a result of that, they put themselves into trouble. Yes, they put themselves into unnecessary trouble. Get themselves unnecessary headache, because they are not contented with what they have. You must have that spirit of contented, spirit of satisfaction. If you're not satisfied and you're not happy, you're going to be blaming yourself for your mistake, or you're falling. If you fall because you made that mistake gallantly, and you should blame yourself. But before you go into things, please take advice. Please think carefully, because properties have gone with it so many times. Amen. Thank you. Amen. Amen. In Jesus' name. Amen. Thank you. So that is the situation. Ladies and gentlemen, it cannot be more than that to give you for today. But you know that I came on because I want to clear what I am doing to finalize it. But don't forget that I talk about the issue of pastors. I am not going to put myself forward and be part of those who will be wasting time on those pastors' issues. If a pastor is not good enough or is using his or her church to claim money, stop going there and look for elsewhere. But I am not going to come on social media and be wasting my valuable or productive time to be talking about things of that type, because it is a waste of time. There is no need to put myself up for it. It is a waste of time. So Ladies and gentlemen, I spoke about the issue of pastors. I spoke about the issue of relationship. I also spoke about the issues of those who are coming into the United Kingdom that are in previous relationship. They have to divorce it when you are inviting someone. Both of you must have resolution to your marriage. If you are coming and you have previously married, dissolve your marriage before coming in. If you are inviting, dissolve your marriage before inviting. Otherwise, one of you will be charging for bigamy. One of you will be playing with 7 years imprisonment. So you have to be careful. 7 years imprisonment is a serious matter. Bigamy. So you cannot go into another relationship if you have not divorced that one. You can only have that person as your mistress, concubine, but you can never be your wife, because only marriage certificate confirm us as a wife. And when there is no marriage certificate, partner last time you can only use the word partner from time to time. My partner said this, your partner said that. But those who use spouse or husband are people that have marriage certificate like us. Marriage certificate. But don't go into marriage certificate issue. If you have wealth to your name, if you have properties attached to your name, don't follow a man to altar. Don't follow a lady to altar anyhow, especially even in Nigeria or in the UK, but most especially in the Western world, in UK. Nigeria, you cannot claim property from a man. That lady yesterday was telling me that her husband, her partner, said that he built a property in her name. He built a property in her name. It was a lie, a deceit, unfounded English, misrepresentation of fact. It wasn't true. When she sneaked to saw the document was in the guy's name. It wasn't in her name. It was all pack of lies. It was sweet talking. You know, when a man is in a bed with you, they can say any sort of rubbish. But at that time, they want to do what they want to do at that time. But assuming immediately they finish what they are doing, they forget about what they have promised you. It's nonsense. It is only the work of your hand that cannot deceive you. It is only the work of your hand that can take you to a promised land. So don't be lazy. Don't be relentless, and work hard. Do not look back when you are running your race, and don't be somebody else. Be yourself. Until next time when I come on board, ladies and gentlemen, I want to appreciate you. I want to love you. I want to comment on your comments on my wall. I want to say, please like and share. Please like and share. Please like and share. Please like and share. Let people see us, those that are even aware of us, even though I have thousands. But please like and share. Until next time when I come on board, I will love you less, ladies and gentlemen. Take care for now. Tokunbo Olagbaye. Bye for now.